just, as you said just before, I'm playing a harmonica since I'm a little girl, since I am 5 years old. So now I think I may be in my 23rd year playing harmonica. So it's a long time now. And I'm very happy to talk about harmonica each time, because if I can learn something to someone, that's great. If now it's just my point of view of the instrument and my way to play music, in fact. Today I wished to talk to you about improvisation, music creation with harmonica, and show you what what I've made in my live sessions, because all those last months I've kept a daily live stream with Honor. At the beginning, it was just a live session for teaching harmonica, and after it became a live session to play harmonica just. But it was really interesting, I think, for me to make that experience. And just to say a little bit about myself, when I was in my childhood, when I was 15, 16, 18, I was making a sport, in fact, judo, and I was in the national French team. And I think the connection between high-level sport and music is found in the concert. In the concert, you have to be there at the moment. You have to play like the same in the judo with the tatami. In fact, when you start your fight, you have to say hajime and say that's my time. So I think that's the particular point of connection between sport and music. And so it's a little thing like that. And I would like to talk to you about improvisation. I will start with, I don't hear you for the moment. And right now I will quit my headphones and connect my microphone to make just a small demonstration on harmonica. This is a Honor harmonica, a golden melody. That's my harmonica. In fact, I play on it for 20 years, I think, something like that. So my picture is on all those packages all over the world with Honor, and I'm really thankful to them for giving me that honor. I connect my microphone, okay? Don't move. So, I think you may hear me. This is a C harmonica, golden melody, and I will accompany myself with another Horner harmonica, because in those models I don't have low keys. So I will use this one. It's a 12 holes from Horner Marine Band, and I have the low sound I wish to make the music, in fact, around. That's it. I came back with my headphones. All right, so this is a demonstration about how I'm improvisating. All of this was improvisation, so that every time I will make something like that, it will change a little bit. I will explain you how to create a rhythm with a melody like that, mixed, in fact, in the same way, in the same time. For example, so I will explain you how I do that by the really simple way I can, and after I'm always there to answer your questions, of course. So don't hesitate if there's something not really clear. So I mean, with a C harmonica, it's the first exercise, maybe to try to play 1, 2, 3 duo in the same time. And after, my secret, in fact, is to articulating. When I'm playing, I'm always making a lot of articulations. This permits me to be really precise in my play, and to really play what I have in my head, in fact. So. So I repeat slowly. In fact, you will say ta tak ta tak ta 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 tak ta. It's really ta ka ta ka, which makes the thing. In fact, so ta tak. And after, I'm breathing really quickly when I'm blowing. I'm blowing just a little bit to breathe the air I have in more. In fact, I have too much air, so I breathe a little bit. I'm blowing. Then I go back to the beginning. This is the rhythmic. This is the basis, in fact. After that, I will think about the way I can improvise on it in the same time. And this is the solution for you to make your own stuff alone and present something, making like a small demonstration on the harmonicas. It's really interesting in my sense. And in fact, and after, I don't know if you see, if you hear well, but in fact, when I'm playing the rhythmic, it's ta, tak, ta, tak, ta, ta, ta. It's just moving a little bit, but always in same tempo. And after, I'm starting to switch a little bit. I'm starting to switch a little bit on, for example, the one draw. Then after I make the two blow, then the two draw again. And I'm starting to put in my rhythmic a little bit of melodics who are going to start, in fact. And after I'm starting to play some much more big phrases and to integrate them in the same music basis of music, in fact, and that make the things evolutive. And this is for me a very great exercise to see the improvisation in that point of view, because you are alone, you are absolutely free to play what you want to play. And the only thing which is important, it is what you want to play, your ideas, your feelings. And this is like a place where you are absolutely free and able to play what you want to play. But that's the more difficult thing, I think, because it's not so easy to know what do you want to play right now when you have no music around, nothing around. So it's true that my exercise to work improvisation, it's really this one, to try to play your own things. And after, you make your own rhythmic evolutive too. So I will have a quick look on effects on the harmonica, because I am seeing some messages going in the same time, but I don't, I cannot read the whole message. I will come back after. So yeah, I'm hearing you.
Hello, Rachelle.
Yeah?
Okay, I've got the message in front of me here. So the question for Joe French is, on that quick D, E, G, A, and G,
Yeah.
you just played, did you use a draw 2 on a G or a blow 3?
No, not overblow 3. Overblow 3, why? No.
No,
Well,
no, I don't think you did.
I didn't understand that exactly.
Okay, so
but,
that's a big no.
no, it's not an overblow in the 3. That's impossible.
No, it's not an overblow. No.
You don't have
the question.
overblow. Yeah.
Did you draw? No, what I'm asking is did you just draw on the 2 on the G, or the blow 3?
Blow 3. Sorry, I didn't hear that. Okay. But what moment are you talking? Where is your message? In fact, I don't think I can see that. No, I can see that.
Okay. Oh. Right. Okay. So,
Right.
are we here?
Audio. Yes, I'm back.
We're back.
Okay.
Right. Yep.
So what
Joe, are you
were the exact
unmuted?
moment? Yeah.
Joe, are you unmuted at the moment?
No, not at all.
I'm unmuted. I can tell you
Oh,
what
great.
it was. The bit that went.
Ah, yes. Okay, great.
Two. Yeah.
Okay,
It
okay.
was
So
very, very impressively quick. I was wondering how you did it.
yeah, thank you. In fact, no, I have the use to draw the two. In fact, because I think it's depending on what use I have. I'm explaining. For example, when I play, this will be a two draw, because if I play the three blow, this is not the same sensation. It's much, I think the impact is bigger with the draw notes. And for the three blow, I use it sometimes, especially to breathe. For example, the air, I have to breathe sometime, because when you are playing a big phrase, when you are drawing, you need some time to blow, in fact. So in those moments, it's interesting to play with the two same notes, one draw, one blow. And in another way, the aesthetic of what you are playing may need to be a blow note, because the blow notes are much more thinner and elegant, if I can say, because the blow notes are not like that. For it, I will play it, you will hear the difference. And if I draw the same ones, for example, this is sweet, in fact. And if I play the same phrase, this is much more bluesy. It's not the same style, in fact. That's it. Thank you for your question. Don't hesitate. I think if it's better for me to talk with you when you are asking questions, because as it's not in the same time I'm playing, I didn't understood what was the exact part of playing you were talking about. Sorry. So I was talking about nuances, vibratos, breathing, for example. It's important. I talk about that because when you are searching your own style of improvisation, you are needing to have a global point of view of what you are playing, making, and what you can do. So if I take the same rhythmic, for example, I played, it's a technique to make frighten a little bit the notes. You can play it blowing or drawing. You have all the vibratos, the different vibratos you can try. Yeah. The aggressive one. You can work on your for example, you can work on you can choose the tempo of your vibrato when you are playing. And go back on your rhythmic. All of those of the things are making your part of improvisation. When you are playing with your musician friends, for example, when you are playing on music, you are listening to what's happening, and you are putting yourself in the position of you are the main soloist, and you will bring with your harmonica a highest value to the music, to the band, to this song, in fact. And you have to place yourself in the good position. For example, if it's an instrumental song, you are the voice of the song, and you will be the main act, in fact. If you are accompanying somebody, it's a little different. You will have to put yourself between the moment of where the singer is singing. It's important because your play is really characteristic. The harmonica is a really characteristic instrument. We have to imagine harmonica is replacing the voice, in fact, in the music. It's really a soloist instrument. So your harmonica will be leading the song in the same time than if you have a singer with you, or if you are singing yourself. You won't be able to sing in the same time you are playing. You have to choose. In fact, it's the same. If you are playing with a singer, you will have to try to make your own stuff, and to put yourself between in the moments. And that's great, in fact. So all of those things are part of improvisation, because when you are accompanying somebody, you will improvise around what it's making. And when it's your moment in the chorus, for example, it's your moment, and you will have to be able to play your stuff, adapting to the music or your musician friends. So it's, for me, beginning in really have a big look on what you are, what you have in your hands. You have your vibratos. What do you want to play? Do you like rhythmic? Yes, a little bit. So you will be able, for example, in a music with musicians, to take back your rhythmic during the musicians are playing, in fact, because it's your chorus, okay? Your solo. And in fact, when you are listening to what is going around, when you are playing with your guitarist friend, for example, or a pianist friend, or it's that you're probably listening to what is going and make your own stuff depending on what is going. And the harmonica will become the highest value of the song you are playing. So it's interesting. That's
Rachelle,
yeah.
Rachelle, can I ask you a question?
Yes, of course.
I've watched many of your videos when you've been on stage and you've been playing festivals, and you're talking about improvisation. How much of your performances are improvised, and how much is rehearsed, sort of note to note?
All my performances are improvised.
Good, that's what I wanted to hear.
The only moment I'm not improvising, it's when I'm singing the songs, the vocals, and when I'm playing the imposed tense. For example, my song Cyclone's Eye, the really rock one, is starting by a harmonica. This is not improvised. We are okay, that's by heart. But after, when I'm on stage, I am playing the theme like if it was a song, in fact. And after I'm singing, "There's a light in my heart keeping me out of the dark, na 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 na." And after it's the moment of the solo, the instrumental solo. There's a guitar solo, there's a harmonica solo, and there in the song there is nothing imposed, and it's nothing by heart. It's always like what I played just before. If I play another demonstration like that, it will be another thing, because I'm not preparing exactly those moments. Those moments are real improvisation. It's what I'm telling, free, like a kind of free playing. In fact, you are just playing harmonica as you are making every day when you are working your instrument for yourself. But the difference is that you are putting the button on and say, "Hello, I will play something today." And each time on stage, that's my point of, that's what I do with my band every time, in fact. So yeah, that's why I love that subject, improvisation, because you have for example, on my videos, the moments with melody, imposed melodics are very by heart, for because that's like a song. But when I'm playing after, for example, in my Facebook page, there's a video I did this summer, and we are both to play. There's Philippe Herbouet and myself, and in those moments, I've just told him, "Okay, we will put the button on," because every day I did my live streams, and one day we say, "Okay, do you want to do it one with me?" "Yeah, okay, all right, I want it." So it wasn't prepared at all. We just put the video on and play, and you are just playing what you have in hand, and your musician friend is going to listen to what you're playing and play something too in the same time, and all is improvisation. And when I'm hearing what he's playing, I'm just bringing something new of what I have in head, and that's improvisation. Improvisation is listening, is you have to listen to the musical environment of the surrounding, in fact, the environment, and making harmonica as precise as possible. And playing has to be just a pleasure, in fact. If those three parameters are all together, it will be a really great moment. Because in fact, what is improvisation? Improvisation is just listening to what's happening and offering, like a gift, what you have in your head in music. That's it, in fact. When you are making a jam session with some persons you even don't know, and say, "Hello, I'm playing harmonica," or "I'm playing, I don't know why, I don't know what, I'm singing and playing guitar. Oh, I would like to play a song with you. That's a jam station." "Yes, it's all right." What are you doing? You are just playing what you have in your head and listening what the other people are playing, and that's all. And what I think is that's why I show you all those rhythmics examples, the nuances. The breath is important in harmonica, and the important is to play what you know to play. So I don't know if there is some questions when I'm talking. If you have some, don't hesitate. It's interesting to share. I understand that the golden melody is in. I don't have the end of the phrase. After, I also have some questions for you. For all. Oh,
Sorry, Rachelle.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
To go on to that question. I understand the golden melody is an equal temperament tuning. Does that bother you when you play chords? Does it make it? What I'm saying is, does it make a huge difference to a normal sort of blues harmonica to the equal temperament tuning of a golden melody?
The golden melody has a classic tuning, in fact.
Yeah.
And when I play chords, I have the both ones. And for the others, it's impossible to play other chords on this kind of harmonica, diatonic harmonica. It's possible with other tunings, no?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. And the next question I've got here, are you changing keys within a tune or in looping or go down to lower keys for accompaniment?
I didn't understand. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think, are you changing keys within the tune when you have the loop going before? Are you changing keys?
When I play with the low one, am I changing keys?
Yeah.
No, it's the same
No,
key.
it's the same key, absolutely.
It's a C low, in fact, and this one is a C classic.
Perfect. Okay, great. Right, we have no more questions. Oh, so we are clear. You can carry on with your workshop, or do you? Yes, just carry on.
No,
We are questionless at the moment.
Okay, so but I have some questions. It's
Okay.
for you. What are your projects with harmonica? Are you playing in a band or with some musicians friends? Do you have a goal? Do you have a record, for example, to play? I don't know. What are you doing? Are you learning the instrument and playing it with musicians or friends, or are you making concerts sometimes?
Okay, so these are sort of going to be individual questions. Is there anybody who is in a band or just started playing in a band who may like to sort of chat to Rachelle at all? Is there anybody who started playing in a band recently, or anybody? You just can't actually see anybody. No, nobody's actually started playing a band.
Ian, I can say something.
Oh, here we are. We have somebody.
Yeah, but it's a bit unusual, Rachelle, because I play in a Christian worship band, which is a very big mixture of styles. Not so much blues, obviously, but a lot of melodic playing. So I found that the note that I wanted on the 3 draw, the semi, I think it's the 2 draw on the 3 hole. I found that quite hard in sustaining a really nice clean note. So I retuned to Paddy Richter's tuning.
Okay.
But recently with the lockdown, I've been sent a keyboard track, and I've been asked to put a harmonica harmony line to the melody which was being sung on it. So that's where I'm at. I tend to use alternative tunings because it's easier. I'll never get to your kind of stage at my kind of life. Okay. But it's great. I'm absolutely amazed at how you can get such clean notes. Brilliant. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. To get you can play something if you want. It's authorized. I like to listen also what you are playing. And
Bob, have you got your
are you
harmonica there?
Yeah, I've got a. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Come on, Bob. It's all on you now.
There we go. Bit of Amazing Grace.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've also half valved them so I can get.
What harp did you take, please?
I used the special 20, but it's a melody maker tuning, and
Yeah.
I've half valved them to get more expression, like PT Gazelle.
Yeah.
So that's what I use, so that I've got a bit of expression.
Yeah.
That more expression than not just normal bend would on a 3 would be. But I
Okay.
can blow bend on that.
Oh, okay. Okay, I understand.
So I can
Okay.
get extra notes with blow and draw bends. So
Okay.
that's in my kind of musical style. That's what I find really helpful.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I didn't play in that kind of harmonica. I really play on the classic tunings. In fact, the normal one, if I can say, it's a marimba golden melody one, because it's not really the same instrument. The notes are changing of place, so you really have a time of adaptation. And if you have the use of that tuning, that's great. And that's why those tunings are existing, in fact. So if you find your way of play and your style with those kinds of harmonica, that's great, and keep that. And to make your notes really precise, I think it's if for example, this is precise, but this is not just one note. It's not. I can make, for me, everything is effect. A clear note, a no clear note, a different one. For example, I think you may try to determine what is the difference between the notes you like and the ones you don't really like. And when you are just staying on a note you don't like, try to see in your mind what is your exact position. And after that, you will see the difference, and you will memorize because you have as much positions to play the effects and harmonica than everybody is than all is possible, in fact. So I think your playing is really nice and clear, and that you have to work on the effects. Voilà.
Thank you very much.
It's not easy to explain in 1 hour all the details of a play.
Rachelle, for a lot of beginners who are pretty much starting out and they don't know what tongue blocking is,
Okay.
can you sort of explain a little bit about tongue blocking and the importance of it, and whether you feel it's important for a beginner, or when you should begin to learn to tongue block, or whether tongue blocking is important at all?
No.
Are you in fact a tongue blocker? I don't even know. Are you a tongue blocker yourself?
Yeah, I started to learn harmonica without tongue blocking, just single notes. After, I discovered traditional blues and Robert Johnson, Muddy Waters, Little Walter, those bluesmen, and I've learned tongue blocking. It's not the same technique. It's complementary. It's possible to start playing with tongue blocking. But personally, I'm always switching between tongue blocking and single notes, tongue blocking, single notes, depending on what I want to play. For example, in one phrase, I will switch 2 or 3 times between tongue blockings and single notes. Tongue blocking, single note, tongue blocking, for example, and single note back.
Okay, thank you, Rachelle. I've got another question here. This question is, how do you connect the upper octave to your improvisation?
How I connect my...
Yeah, a lot of harmonica players, they tend to play up to hole 6. And then moving from hole 6 and moving upwards into the upper octaves. A good way of doing that really is, I think that what the question is how to move up into the upper octaves when you're playing.
I didn't really understand what was operative,
Okay,
the
so
word,
when
because
you're...
I'm sorry, my English is not so well, and when you are talking really quickly, it's difficult for me. I'm sorry.
Okay,
right.
so the
Yes,
question...
Rachelle, how do
Yeah.
you play at the top of the harmonica? The high notes at the top of the harmonica?
Ah, a proper octave. Okay, I understood. In fact, it's single notes. How can I say? When I'm playing after the 6th blow in the upper part of the instrument. It's difficult to answer in 1 minute. That's it. It's when I'm thinking about the melody in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I'm singing it in my head before, and I will play. For example, but in the upper part of the instrument, it's much more for me single notes, and tongue blocking is used to make octaves, for example, or rhythmics if it's needed. But the major part of the time, I don't need tongue blocking in this part, the upper one of the instrument. And I will try to each time I don't play the notes just straight. No, I will play because I will make a little bend with a little vibrato and a little effect, and I will try to for example, in the 7 draw, I won't play the note like that. Sorry, I will play. And the 6, it's the same. 6th draw, for example, won't be. It will be, because we have to make a living the notes when we are playing. That's why when I'm explaining harmonica, when I have much more time, it's true that the work you have to do on each note is huge, because this is for me the precision at the harmonica. Harmonica is difficult because we need precision, and in fact it's an instrument we have as much techniques and possibilities than persons, because I have my how to say, biological like I am, and another person won't place the tongue and the mouth and the breath exactly at the same place. When we are learning harmonica, we are explaining how we are making the sounds and making everything, but it's unique to each person to play his own style and his own kind of play. Because, for example, I love golden melody because it's one reason, because if you really see the holes, they are a little bit thinner than the other ones, so I will use less air, so I will have more possibilities for me. But for example, other persons won't like this characteristic and will prefer harmonica with bigger holes. That's the difficulty of the instrument, in fact.
Okay, brilliant. Just a comment here from Pauline, who says, I love what you do. And it's great to be able to improvise and have so much fun. My aim is to learn the tools to vary what I do now at a basic level. You have all those tools on your fingertips, or rather in your case, your mouth, throat, and vocal cords. She's basically saying that she loves improvisation. I just move on, carry on with that sort of question. How long does it take, or how long does it take to be a person where you can go out and improvise in an open mic or just with musicians? How long does it take, do you think, from being a complete beginner, and what does it take to get that confidence to come out of your bedroom or your practice room and to go out onto a stage? What would you say to somebody who would like to go and do that but have not got the confidence to do that yet?
I think that it's an evidence that with one day of play it will be difficult, but after a few weeks you can be able to go on stage with some really nice and welcoming people who will explain you, okay, I will guide a little bit. It's true that you won't swim in the big bath after just putting the feet in the swimming pool. No, you will start to learn swimming, and at first you will have one or two things like that to stay up, and after you will make your own way, and you will go on the swimming pool with no problem. I think it's the same thing in harmonica. If you are playing for several weeks, you will be worked on something. I don't know what. If it's a little blues for scale of little blues stuff, classic blues stuff, it will be easy to integrate yourself with some musician friends, because blues, it's easy. With just that, I can play with somebody, because even if I don't have all my notes, I can just make a piece of just one cycle of rhythmic. Why not? But I think you have to discover this world. You have to have the, how to say, it's not easy to go to somebody and say, hello, I would like to play something, but I don't know really. I don't do that for so long time. But what is the problem? Nothing. In fact, you can do this. I think what you have to do is to take a really simple blues song. For example, I don't know, something really a classic one, Sweet Home Chicago, and you will just try to do the rhythmic. And that's the first step of solo. The first step of solo is to play something on a music and say, okay, that can be nice, because it's not a problem to make easiest and simple things. Improvisation is starting with just one note. And no bendings, nothing. I can show you some really simple things. For example, that's improvisation. You can play in jam session or open mic with just this. It's possible, and that's the first time you will do it. That's what happened, in fact, because you will start by one note, another note, another note. You will keep on. And you don't need much more technique. It just, if it's fun for you to play with others, do it. That's really what I have to say.
Okay, Rachelle, time is actually getting on, but we've got the questions suddenly decided to come thick and fast, and we'd really like you to hear you playing some more harmonica, some more demonstration. Now, one of the questions is how do you play really fast? That's one of the questions. And we'd really like to see you play some really fast harmonicas, some harmonica. But one of my favorite all-time YouTube harmonica videos is you playing, I think it was in 2013, of the Orange Blossom Special.
Yeah,
I think that went
that's
off
awesome.
about 10 or 15 minutes. And
Yeah.
if you haven't seen that, people, it's an absolutely awesome video
Yeah.
to watch. And it's not just Rachelle, at your band as well. They've got a huge amount of showmanship, haven't they? And they really look like they're enjoying themselves. So playing fast, could you quickly just very briefly give a way that you might how to play fast, just very briefly, and then could you just give us an incredible demonstration?
Yeah, of course.
Of playing. Even the Orange Blossom Special would be superb. Or whatever you like,
No, I think
but,
so.
just a quick demo will be great, and just an explanation afterwards would be amazing. How's about that?
Okay, so during the time I'm searching my harmonicas, I will talk a little bit. Those are, that's lucky. I have those. That was just a little bit. So, to play very fast, you have to learn playing slowly. For example, if I take back my C harmonica. For example, 4 bend, 4 draw, 5 draw, 4 draw, 4 bend, 3 draw. Okay? I will work it like that. Until it's all draw. So it's one time you will have too much air in. you will be obliged to stop and start again. That's normal because when you will play a little bit faster, you will play more repetitions. But in fact, you have to decompose everything and to play note by note as regularly as possible, and you will become a faster player. For example, and each time you will work slowly, you will work your play slowly, you will play faster, step by step. Second. And 1 or 2 weeks after, etc. That's it.
Brilliant, absolutely fantastic, Rachelle. I think everybody giving the a silent round of applause there. I think we all love that. Excellent, thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to do some quick fire questions for you, if that's okay.
Yes, of course. Of course, I'm very happy to be there with you, and that's really nice. I'm very happy to be there and ask you questions. Or yeah, that's great.
Okay, okay. Just very brief question. How long did it take you to learn the Orange Blossom Special?
It's my childhood. It's one of the first songs I've learned. It's since I think 8, something like that. Because in fact, at the beginning, I was playing it really slowly, in fact. And step by step, years after years, like now after. That's it. It's a song I love so much. And often in the concerts, I play it.
Brilliant. Next question. How many hours a day did you practice when you started? And how long do you practice now?
Oh, at the beginning, it was, when I was a child, it was about 2 hours a day. And after it was 4 hours. And after, when I was 18, it was all the day. Because I was searching to compose my first songs, and it's a long work. Not really the instrumental one, but all the work around. Build your artistic universe, knowing what you would like you wish to do. It's the big question of the blank page. You have to answer, and yes. So after it's and now it's I don't know really, because I play, and after I have other works to do, and after I play again and do other things. So it's much more linked in the daily that we can imagine. It's not just at 6 o'clock I will play. No, it's all the day, in fact.
Okay, brilliant. Okay. On stage, what amps and mics do you use?
On stage, I'm playing in my voice microphone. I'm playing harmonica in the same microphone I'm singing. And it's a Shure, classic Shure or KSM9, if it fits with the stage, in fact, and really simple.
Okay, brilliant, thank you. Chromatic. Do you play any chromatic harmonica?
No, unfortunately not. I tried, but yes, but I had the reflex of bendings, and it's really another instrument, and the notes are not placed in the same place on the instrument. It's really different, and pushing the button to do the notes, it wasn't natural for me, and unfortunately I broke my chromatic harmonica 2 times, and after I understood that it wasn't really made for me, I think.
May I make a comment, Rachelle? Because you know there's a whole range of Richter-tuned chromatics now. I've got one in my hand here.
Okay.
I'm going to go. So people used to think that they were poor quality, but you know that they're a little bit like windy, but it's tuned exactly the same as your C harmonica. But then when you put the slide in, you go up a semitone. So you've got all the advantages of a chromatic, plus all the chords. So you just need to buy one. Seidel will make them in any key. Hohner only do it in the key of C. But Seidel have got a whole range on their website, and once you get hold of it, you're going to be the world beater, because with the button and all your technique, you'll be able to play anything on the globe. So I mean, I'll get one next. I'll send you one. When's your birthday?
That's great. That's
just waiting
great.
to happen.
That's nice to you. Thank you so much. No, that's really brilliant. It's true that my harmonica is a really classic diatonic one, and it's true that when I've tried other harmonicas with other tunings or a chromatic, unfortunately, it didn't suit to me, in fact, because I really have the use of the instrument. It's the inconscient mind, in fact. You can't control that. It's for me, if I play on those kind of instruments which are different of the classic diatonic, it's like if I was learning a second one, almost, because you have to dissociate your mind. You have your instrument and the construction of the other one. It's really it's not so easy. So that's why it's so difficult to play chromatic and diatonic harmonica in the same time.
But the wonderful thing about this is it's tuned exactly the same as a blues harp. So it's basically two blues harps that are glued together. One of them being in C and one of them being in C sharp. So everything that you do, all the patterns that you play, they all work perfectly. And then when you press the slide in, you get another key, which means you won't need to change your technique in any way. They work exactly the same as a blues harp. And the only downside of it is that they're slightly more breathy, not quite as tight, but I don't mind that. With a good microphone, you know, it works fantastically well.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
I'd love to hear you. Make a recording and we can all enjoy it.
Great.
Okay, so there you go, Rachelle. Something to think about. A little bit of food for thought. We like to help each other out here at Harmonica UK. So say time is getting on. So we'd like to. Somebody's actually wrote on here they'd like to hear you sing.
Alone it's a bit difficult alone, but I can
so I wonder,
just a little bit one.
I wonder if there's something you can play for us with the harmonica and sing at the same time. I know that's
I will just
contradiction in terms, but
do something. You are the one who knows how. It's really difficult to sing alone, you know. You are the one to sprinkle the strength to have this power. You are the only one. That's a new song. But I would prefer to sing with with my musicians. That's so nice because just alone it's strange. With the harmonica, that's easy. That's just me alone. That's strange. I will play another thing.
I thought it sounded wonderful. Anyway,
Thanks a lot. That's nice.
I know by the reactions on everyone's face. Everyone was really enjoying themselves there. Right, now, see, we've actually come towards the end of the session, and I would like to thank you on behalf of Harmonica UK.
Sorry, Ian, can I just interrupt there, please? We can go until 5 if Rachelle's happy to.
Yeah, no, I'm onto that. I'm onto that.
Okay.
But because we can go on a little bit longer, we're going to go on till 5 o'clock, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to quickly go back to any more questions.
I have just something to say.
Okay.
It's about my website.
Okay. Right.
www.rachelplas.com. Please have a look on it and stay tuned, because on my website there's all the news about harmonica workshop, concerts, songs, and for a new time there's a shop with my songs online, because it's true that on the streaming platform it's not possible to find my songs, because those are just extracts on the streaming platforms. So to have the whole albums it's available at the end of concerts, for example, I did everything numeric and available on my website. So that's a new way to share music, and I don't know if it will stay a lot, but for the moment, in those years, it's a new possibility to get the music. And what I would like to say also, and after for the last questions, it's a big thank you all the team of Harmonica UK. It was a real pleasure for me to be there, and thanks a lot for your great welcoming, and that's so nice. And thank you to you all to be there this afternoon, and to be there with us online.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you for that, Rachelle. And Rachelle, am I right in saying, are you teaching any one-to-one online? If anybody's interested in that.
Yes, just send me an email, and for those kind of things, I just see with each person step by step what is needed, what is wished, because I don't do lessons as a school, an official school, for example. I don't have that, but sometimes yes, I give some lessons of harmonica, and it's always possible to send me an email and ask for that, and after we'll see what is the best. And it's also possible to get some pedagogical videos on my website too, and that's new for me.
Okay, Rachelle, I've got more questions here, but just before we go on to them, can I ask that do you have the equivalent of Harmonica UK in France?
Do I didn't understand, I'm sorry. Do I?
Harmonica UK, the organisation that you're here with today, do you have something similar in France?
Oh,
do you have
there's Harmonica of France Federation, which has a festival too, but I don't remember is this year. It's I don't think there was something this year, and it's true that there's in my knowledge there was not in France an online event like that. I think we're waiting to better times to do that, but Harmonica of France Federation is the equivalent, if I can say, in France than Harmonica UK.
Okay, brilliant. Right now, just I'm going from RT here. Do you use your tongue for vibrato, or do you use your chin or your throat?
Oh,
chin?
There is the tongue vibrato, for example.
Yeah.
what I'm talking is yeah, 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 yeah. And there is the throat one. Ah, 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 ah. There is the mouth one, and the I don't know, diaphragm one. Everything is able to make a vibrato, the pressure of your lips, the cheeks, the mouth, your breath, the tongue. For example, in the high part of the harmonica, it's the tongue, the much used one. And in the free, it's really nice to. When you are making a vibrato on a bending, for example, 3 bends 2 times, it's the tongue one which is the most used.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Wasn't quite ready for you to finish then, but you have done. Okay, and moving forward, Rachelle, what can we expect? Can we expect to see more of you? Can we expect to see more world tours, or are you going to come over to the UK at any point?
No, you are speaking very quick.
Oh, I'm sorry, it might be my
I'm
accent.
so sorry. No, it's all right. It's all right. But I'm just a French, and I try to do my best with English, but sometimes I'm lost. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'll talk a bit slower. Your plans for the future? Are you planning on coming to the UK for any more tours or?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Yes, I would like, but with the pandemic, it's not unfortunately possible. After when there will be better times, of course, as usual, and during this period we are going through now, I will build another online events, and I will try to make some other moments like that with small masterclass before a small live concert just online from my home studio. And I think, yes, it's a great way to keep music going and keep the events as we can during the time we are waiting. And just take care, and we are all trying to do our best to go through this period, I think.
Okay. Do we
it's
have?
Not so easy.
Do we have any
everybody.
more questions? Any more questions from our audience? From our anybody?
Yeah, no, it's all right. Just don't hesitate to stay in touch. All is central on my website. So you have the contacts for the Facebook page, Instagram, all those ones. You have my email on my website. You have all the informations for the next events, for example. And you will have the link of Harmonica UK with this session in replay after. So you will have everything. And no, I don't have questions for you. I think it's like a small conversation we have. It's not so easy to explain in 1 hour 30.
No, you're absolutely
everything
right.
On harmonica, it's impossible. So other moments, I would like to do other moments like that in the future with you. That would be really, really great. That's my question for Harmonica UK.
Okay, well, I'll have a word and see what I can do for you. How's that? Right. Can you what we'd like you to do, we would like you to play us out. And what we would like in a particular style, which you can choose. So it's entirely up to you. We do have somebody who said we would like to hear you play a slow blues, but it's entirely up to you. Would you like to play us out, Rachelle?
Yes, of course.
And everybody has been saying thank you. It's been a really great session.
Thank you so much.
There's so many tributes going here, Rachelle. I can't believe it. You're so popular today.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm very happy.
So if you could play us out.
Yeah, of course.
Big thank you from Harmonica UK and everyone who's here today. And the stage is yours.
Rachelle, Rachelle, before you start, can we just remind everyone, please dig deep with your donations, please. We're trying to keep music live, and please, if you can, make a donation to PayPal. All the proceeds are going to all of our musicians over the weekend. Thank you.
And could I just dive in and say thank you very much, Rachelle. It's been really lovely to get you to our festival again. We had you come to Bristol a little while ago. It's been very good. And if I could say to the HUK members, we have our annual general meeting on Zoom on the 29th of this month at 7:30. 29th. There's going to be very exciting news at the AGM. So if you could look out for the email from David Hambley, he will give you the Zoom details for that.
Yeah, with pleasure. With great pleasure. Thank you very much.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll stop talking now. I'll leave it to you.
Okay. So.
Okay.